A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for round 5 in our Tier 2 coverage of IRC F1 series. We're here at Zandvoort right after the real life GP, and along with me is my dear friend, TheRealSD. Say hi.
Hello, stream.
Hello indeed. Alright, so we're running short on time. We're quite late because of the GP. So let's dive right into the hot lap provided by our very own
And we
Nomo
are
Pro
taking
player.
you on a hot lap across the Zandvoort circuit, or the new addition on the F1 calendar, approaching the start finish straight and crossing the finishing line as you approach turn 1, the first introduction to the kind of banked corner tendencies of this track, shooting you on to turn 2, which is almost like a flat out right hander, maybe one gear down. Now, this is Max Verstappen's granny's corner turn 3, because you got to be so careful how you throttle out of the bank corner. 4, 5, 6, almost like you can consider it as a negligible straight in these modern day Formula 1 cars. Turns 7 and 8, as you can see the car going through this gravel protected sections. 9, the apex of 9, shooting you into the left hander apex of 10. Kind of slow, the two slowest corners of the track, maybe, even though they are slightly fast in comparison to the other tracks on the calendar. Throwing you onto the stadium section of 11 and 12, quite like Mexico, but at the same time very different. Now throwing you onto the right-hander bank curve of 13, again with a gravel trap protecting you on the left, and then onto 14, a very fast right-hander, which then throws you back into the start-finish straight, and that's Nomo Pro player showing us exactly how to get it done in the Zandvoort circuit.
A blistering lap by Nomo Pro player. That was a blistering time of 1 minute 8.6. Now moving on to the standings before our quali, we have the Ferrari of RB17 leading the driver standings. 1 point from Shadow Luck. The competition between these two is fierce and still really hot. Ferrari had a very nice race last time around, more consistent result for them. That's why they're 10 points ahead of Williams. The other Williams not performing up to the standards. SD, anything else on the standings?
Not really. It's going to be really close because at the top it's only 10 points gap between Williams and Ferrari. And today, both the Ferrari drivers and both the Williams driver are racing. So it'll be really interesting to see who gallops home in the championship.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, not much has changed in the standings, so let's just dive right into the action. Just a second. And looks like all our drivers are readying up. It's time for the main event.
So there has been a recent driver switch. Anirudh from Tier 1 has gone to Tier 2. So he'll be driving in the AlphaTauri seat in the second driver. Whereas Thermo has moved, you can say, been promoted just like Albon into the Red Bull seat, and will be partnering Vortex in the battle for the constructor championship.
Indeed. Anirudh not having enough time, or his schedule was not flexible enough to drive in Tier 1. So he, along with Griffiths last week, did make the shift to Tier 2. What's the weather looking like?
And it's a cloudy qualifying, while in the race it's going to be much hotter, which might actually get the tires a bit more overheated as compared to the quali. So we will see how this works.
Indeed.
As you can see, we have a new driver's this thing, the telemetry up on the screen. As you already gone through this, we quickly go through. I think there's been 1 point lead Abhi has over the second place driver. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Abhi finishes. As this is, as I said last week as well, it's going to be the second most important qualifying session in the entire calendar year.
Absolutely, track position is absolutely key here. It's quite evident from yesterday's race too. It's people who stay on, and also another thing about this track is that you have to stay off the curbs. You cannot be too greedy because these curbs are quite tall and will spin you out. But yeah, Looks like we have. Who is that? That would be Mountain getting out on track.
Yep, Mountain is one of the top drivers here, I think, in Tier 2, and let's see where he does, because I think he has the pace around this track, given that is he has on a wheel first of all, and I would say that this racing style really suits this track. So yeah, I think he will be one of the top three here on this track for sure.
Indeed.
So Kapil, what do you think? The controller, the battle, of course, the age-long battle between the controller faster on this track or the wheel. What do you think? Do you have anything to add in that battle?
Well, this track is, I would say, more suited to the wheel because of the long sweeping corners that you have in Sector 1 and Sector 2. So, I don't know. I would say this is more of a wheel track, but then again, it's very easy to get greedy on the curves, and just maybe correcting yourself is. I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways.
No, it is. You have a fair point there, but yeah, I mean, I mean, there's an intermittent, what do you call, say, the traction control that is there. There's a little bit of a traction assist for the pair, for sure. But then yeah, looking at the assist, I think ABS is kind of important in this. You can say, I mean, this is a really good assist to have here. But yeah,
Correct. It
it's always
is
been
quite OP, especially into turn 1. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I think
Oh
yeah, I think
no, we
Mountain.
missed the action. There's been a collision between Mountain and I believe that would be Red Devil. And that's going to be a 5 place
Uh,
grid penalty for Mountain. That
that
sucks.
Definitely there's a report coming out for that for sure, because
Yep.
that's a straightforward penalty right there.
Guys, Karun Chandok here.
Oh, my
Hello.
analyst is here.
How's it going? Sorry, I joined a little late.
You just missed Mountain, like careering into the back of Mr. Red Devil, which
Oh
gave
yeah,
him a
I
5 place
see.
grid drop. So yeah, that's unfortunate start for the
Yeah, very
qualifying session
unfortunate.
for Mountain. Very
Yeah, he's
unfortunate.
lost the right end plate, I think. And Captain Cheesecake just in front of him spins around. No damage, I think.
Oh, that's a very bad place. It's a very bad place to
Oof.
turn your car.
Hopefully nobody.
Red
Is he
Devils
parked?
completely slowed down, but and Shallow Lurk as well. They just want some clear air before they start their hot lap.
I think they were taking a selfie right there.
Ah,
We were so
yes.
close, like side by side to each other. Some heated words out maybe, who knows. But yeah, I think let's stay on board on one of the qualifying laps. What do you say?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sorry.
ex- yeah, exiting out of the turn 1 into turn 2. Turn 3, try to mount the curb a little, but go wide as possible due to the camber. You can carry much more speed at the exit. Don't get the traction down. And yeah, it's a long straight coming out here, going to turn 5, turn 6. I don't know the corner names, I already messed it up. Going to turn 8, keep it in 6th gear. Try to mount the curb on the exit, which it missed. Mount this curb, but not too much, as it can invalidate your lap. Brake just after the 50-meter board and try to hug that curve. Don't go too wide, as you will lose traction at the exit curve. Do not touch this inside curve, as I would have seen in the race yesterday, which I spun out. Try to get as wide as possible, keep it in 5th gear, moving into 7th. Brake just before the curve starts. Mount this curve, you missed it completely right there. Do not touch the inside curve here, you will lose traction at the exit. But yeah, now the important last corner, brake just before after the 50-meter board. Do not touch this curve. Go as wide as possible without invalidating your lap. Hug the inside. Stay as inside as possible, because there's a small bump on the outside, and Red Devil crosses the line and does a 1 minute 12.068, which moves him to P7.
Fantastic commentary there on board the Red Devil. Having said that, Electrip goes into P3, Anirudh improving on his second hot lap on those medium tires. Shallow Lurk, a fantastic 109.8 with those soft tires. Man, he's got some real pace here. We've seen in the time trials that this is a particularly good track for him. He's done 186s in his sign-ups. So yeah, this is one of his stronger tracks. The Alpha Tauri team looking very racy right now. P2 and P4 for them. That's great showing from them in the first stint of qualifying.
Definitely, the addition of Anirudh has strong armed the team a lot, and Altair already we have seen from last season that he has been one of the top contenders in the tier. So yeah, this is going to be another force to reckon with. Maybe we can see a 3-way fight in the championship in the end. Who knows?
Looks like Harry Rock's gone deep, maybe to avoid the racing point. Maybe no, he's lost his front wing. That's not good news for him. It's
Definitely.
probably a Spinala of sorts.
Luckily for him, I think he was on his medium run, which I think losing a front wing here is not a big deal. But he hasn't lost a soft run lap, so yeah, I think he will try to regroup himself and get a much better time done on the softer tires.
Alrighty then, looks like Altair is on his second flying lap. Nope, that would be Anirudh, my bad. Anirudh is just going for it with this medium tires. He's not interested in starting in them, so he's just going to put in some practice with those medium tires.
Definitely, I think it's a very good way to get your eye in for the track. Where I think the coming race, I mean, overtaking is very hard here, but you need to pick your spots, which spots you're better, and also you need to pick where your opponent is slower. So he will likely try to get it done in the turn one, but yeah, I think there's also spots possible at the exit of the.
By the way, good news for Red Bull because the second driver will be joining us.
That's
that'll be
fantastic
really
news.
We'll have a full grid.
Yep, we will have a full grid. Seems like his plans got cancelled, so he's up for the racing today.
Fantastic
really
news.
Let me see how quickly can I get him in the lobby.
Talking about Red Bull, I think Robot is going to finish his lap.
Oh,
But
but
judging
he's
by it-
gone wide. Doesn't show an invalidation. He just might have gotten away with it.
I think he might be doing I'll be in the top 10. No, he's very slow on this lap, I think.
We know
Yeah,
that
he
he
has
has a
also-
new wheel. Is he running those upgrades? Yeah.
Looks
Maybe, who
to
knows,
be.
but
Because
but
his
yeah, that
pace
well-
is definitely not on par with his previous performance. Very well might be the case.
He could
The
really
12.3
use
shows-
his teammates' help today.
Yep, definitely. Although I think his teammate will be on the back foot because qualifying is really important here. He'll start from the back of the grid.
Yep.
Yeah, so
No, if he can get in during quali, he might be able to get the car
yeah,
out for quali
as we
lap,
see
one
that,
last lap.
as we see that mountain with a like say repaired wing and softer tires goes into P3, but still 10.5 is, I think it's slower than what they can do. So yeah, it's
Looks
pretty
to be
close up
pushing
top,
on the
but
second lap as well. Still has hot lap enabled.
yeah, I think
Oh,
he's
that's
trying to
a
do second lap.
parked Ferrari in the end of sector 1. That's a nice, interesting place to get out of.
Yeah,
It's
I
gone
think he was
really
one
deep,
step back.
and that would be probably the end of his lap.
He hasn't invalidated though, so let's see what his second sector, the middle sector is.
Ah.
Never mind.
Moving on to Vortex, is coming into the pits. Who's the next person on the hot lap?
I think Altair. No wait, that's Captain Cheesecake finishing his lap. He's on a very slow lap. So he's starting his lap, yeah. So going into turn one, rocks up immensely. I hope the tires are not too hot there.
He just started
Oh,
his flying lap. Decent lines
Yeah,
so
this is-
far. Second Red Bull has joined the party, and we have a full grid.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
amazing.
Really, really happy news for this tier because, I mean, as saying that I'm happy for the tier is it increases the chance of carnage into turn one. Is it a full grid? So we will see what happens at the race start.
Oh,
Some people
turn
might
one
not
is
be
going to
happy.
turn one and following corners after that are going to be so chaotic. So
I ho-
narrow track,
I just hope a Haas does not get spin out similar to the last year.
just like Oxygen yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't
Cheesecake
happen.
keeping it very clean so far. He's got his teammates going off in the end of sector 1.
Cheesecake
Oh.
might get very bad exit at the final corner. But
Oh, Rambo is
But
about
give it
to
a
complete his lap.
He goes
And Cheesecake go
P2.
P2.
Wow, that's a good lap from him.
it's very close between the Alpha Tauri and the Haas.
By the
coming
way,
on.
the new driver for our tier 2 today is Anirudh, and the driver transferred from Alpha Tauri to Red Bull is Thermo. So that's a little new thing for you guys.
Yep, AlphaTauri team, as I said before, AlphaTauri team is really looking strong for the
Yep.
remainder of the season. So we will see how the race unfolds. But yeah, you have to take one race at a time. As passing in Zandvoort is very difficult, as I said, as we already stated before. So they have to
Yep.
be in the top 5 to at least get a chance for a podium. So yeah.
Except that he's marginally slower than Shalilek. Shalilek still on fantastic pace on his first 10. Anirudh just under a tenth away now. The fight looking really feisty in Zandvoort. Harry Rocks again in his prime position at the end of sector 1. I wonder
That's a
what's
very
going on.
bad
That's a
place.
very, very bad place to
Very
park
bad
your
place.
car. He just found himself slowing down at the wrong part of the circuit.
Yeah, I think he's been very unlucky at that point. He'll always find he always caught off guard in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, yeah. He's trying his best, but that still is very unfortunate. Yeah, Mr. Nirma trying to close his lap in a better way, but he's going 2 yellows, so I don't think this will be an improvement. But if he does an insane final sector, we might see him breaking the top 10. Let's see how he takes up the final corner. He takes it very
Oh,
nicely.
my bad.
Or is it coming in the pits? Is
Oh,
it coming
yes,
in
he
the
is. Interesting. Who's on hot lap right now? Red Devils going for it. He just finished his hot lap but could not improve. Electrim on his
Oh, I
second
think
run.
Thermo, I think, is about to start his lap.
We'll cut back to him. Abhi, the lead Ferrari, the championship leader, goes into P4. A good lap from him. But still, more than half a second. Electrip goes into P3. That's a fantastic lap from him. 10-0. Good practice there from the Mercedes boys. Promptly moves away for his teammate, who's, well, that's unnecessary in my eyes. But anyways, we got another front wing loss for the Renault team. Mountain just does not want to keep any of his front wings. Looks like it's a consumable for him right now. He's already lost 2 of them. Red Bulls at the end, Red Devils the end of his second flying lap on this stint. Just a second, gentlemen. I'm just fixing something for our people. There we go. Apologies for the disturbance.
So I'm back at 3.5 minutes to go in the qualifying session. I think every driver will get one chance to get one more lap time in. But yeah, Monk is going.
Oh, Mountain. You were saying, SD?
Yeah, Monk is going on mediums for his final run. I mean, I don't think starting on mediums is a very good option because you have to be in the top 10 at least to capitalize on a start position. But yeah, it's really interesting to see because if he's outside top 10 and still on his mediums, he'll get a fresh set of mediums on the race start anyway. So yeah, we'll see where if he gets in the top 10, it'll be a really good place to start on those best games.
Yep.
Do you guys think the top 3 as it stands will stay that way, or will it be somebody else taking the pole today?
I feel like Shalala can definitely improve, considering that was his banker lap. Anirudh too definitely has the pace, being a tier 1 driver, an ex-tier 1 driver. And having said that, Monk just improves by 1 position, goes into P14. That would be his last run, unfortunately. Not looking too good for the Alfa Romeo team.
Going back at the question Casey asked, I'm going to keep my cards to myself because I'm not going to predict anything because it's tier 2 and anything can happen. So let's just wait because we have seen 3 different winners in the first 3 races. So yeah, anything can happen.
Great line by Captain Cheesecake. AlphaTauri and Ferrari promptly moving away. A bit of a lock up into sector 3. That's well and dandy.
People are losing the exit of the second last corner, so I think they're trying to run a higher drift than usual. do you say? Because that exit into the final corner is really important. Get all the track all the time that you can get. It was P1.
Captain Cheesecake with an amazing 109.5. That's birding
Sensational
all
lap.
challenge back on to the Williams of Charlotte. Let's see. He's still in the pits. He is not coming out.
Let's poll for Captain Cheesecake unless someone else improves. Wow, that was not expected at all. I'm really taken aback by that.
Guys, I think Mountain was.
Oh no, he's on a hot
on
lap,
the
and the Captain Cheesecake is just done. The
What have you done?
this is just shambolic.
What have you done?
Another thing that happened that you guys, I think, didn't catch. I saw it. RL Vortex, I think, may have impeded Mountain on his lap. I'm not sure.
Oh, is it? Damn, this been
Because-
third time in this qualifying session someone has impeded someone.
Oh,
That doesn't bode well for the tiers, right? So, come on, guys. This is one of the narrowest tracks given, so yeah, it's easy to impede someone here, but you have to always take care. You guys don't have a race engineer in your ears saying that the gaps, but yeah. You see Altair taking the correct line out of the final corner. Will he go in the top 3? No. He settles for a P6. But a good positions for both the Alpha Territories.
Electric on his final run. Almost retired from the session. He's just at P10. Let's hope he moves down a position so that he gets free tire choice. But yep. Problem is, Charlotte is about to start his final flying lap, but he's going to run out of time.
I think he's gonna get the glitch, my friend. He's gonna get the glitch where he starts the. Yep, he got the glitch where he can still start the lap.
What
the timer
is that glitch?
if you, I think, cross after 10,
No.
within that
No.
5
He has
seconds.
backed off. He's backed off.
Either he's backed off or the AI has taken control. I'm not too sure.
His
I
tires
think
are 6%.
Guys, Mountain, I think, got impeded again now, this time by his teammate Dawn, who was
Oh,
also, I guess, on the lap, which is so unfortunate for both these people.
Honda still is
This
in the top 10, so he should not be that.
Electric sadly does not improve on his time. Faizan goes P11, finally putting in air time. And having said that, flies off the circuit.
He was trying to give away, but give way to the faster drivers, but that's not one way to do it.
Who's on
As
the
we go,
lap?
Faizan's teammate Rambo, yeah. Is Rambo done with his lap?
Dawn is on the
Rambo,
lap.
I believe. Let's go to Dawn. He is last.
He started his lap.
Interesting that he started his lap so late, over 45 seconds after the checkered flag.
Did he get the glitch as well? Because I saw him crossing the line after 0.
Yep, I suppose he did as well.
And the Codemasters needs to fix that glitch because how do people get advantage just crossing the line after 0?
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that happening in Monza Q3 last year. But it's such a different story.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been a completely different story.
Well, Dawn's gonna cross the line.
I'm really surprised to see Vortex into lap P19.
Let's see where
Yeah,
Dawn ends up.
He should be in the top 15, as I would say. No, he doesn't.
Rambo doesn't
18th
improve.
spot.
Vortex goes to the last position. Ah man, this is not a good day for the lead Red Bull driver.
It's not a good day for the Ferrari
Electric
drivers as
was
well.
on the lap and he invalidated.
That was the AI.
Well, I think that's the end of your qualifying session. Yes, it is. And Captain Cheesecake is on pole position with a 109.5. Shalak in P2 with his banker lap. Unfortunately, could not start his final lap. That would have been a great lap to watch. Nonetheless, Anirudh, our ex-Tier 1 driver, is now in P3. He's still in an out lap, surprisingly. I don't know why the game would even allow him to go for a lap. But, whatever. Electric has a good showing this time with the 110.0 Mercedes driver. Having a good show. Red Devil being the lead Racing Point driver with 110.2. Abhi 17 not the best of qualifying for the Ferrari boys as usual. It's more focused on the race pace and being the master Ferrari strategists that they are. They currently lead the Constructors' Championship by 10 points. Well, Mountain unfortunately had so many impediments to his lap. It looks like he's
So
pushing right now. I don't know what is going on in this game. It doesn't seem to be
he has
stopping
taken
him.
the checkered flag. He has
He
taken the
has
checkered
taken the
flag. So
checkered
might be
flag, but
some.
why is he still in control of the car?
This game never fails to amaze me.
Yes, indeed.
He is not using DRS, so I don't think that he's control of his car. He's in control of his car.
Not sure what Vinay's car is doing.
Oh, this
Weird.
game is gone.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I think Anirudh still on the outlap. How is that?
No, I think we should. I'll ask him to retire, I guess.
The timer is
There's
stuck
Mountain.
on one. Timer is stuck at 1 second, and finally we have finished.
Yeah, I think it was Mountain who was on that final flying lap, even though the checkered flag was out. But hey, what's done is done. And that is your qualifying for round 5. Captain Cheesecake unfortunately impeding the Ferrari and having a 5 place grid penalty, and so does
Harry rocks.
Harry Rocks. That's who he collided with. Yes.
Cheesecake has a 5 second grid drop.
Yes.
Yep,
He's
and so does Red
oh
Devil.
wow! I did not
Oh,
see
this
that
is
coming.
so bad for them.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting race now. Okay, given that the fastest guy, maybe given they're taking reference from this qualifying session, is starting from P6 or P5.
Well, do put in your driver predictions for the top 3 of the race right now. We will check them at the end of the race. Now it's time for the race. What's the weather looking like?
I think, as we saw from last time, I think it's a completely dry race with cloudy at the end of the session. So it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be a straightforward race, but I mean, the action will not be in the skies; it will be on the track. So let's see how the race pans out.
Absolutely.
What do you think
We'll
the
have
strategy
a
will be?
minute timer before we go.
Yeah, as a rule,
Strategy, as you
we rule
asked.
with a
SD.
we rule with a firm fist. 1 minute has to be given to the drivers so that they can get adjusted or change their. I mean, they can't change their setups, but they can be absolutely ready before the race starts because it's a
Maybe
commitment for the next
also
45 minutes. Yeah,
quickly
so
run to fill up the bottles to keep them hydrated during the race. You know, it can be a really long
they
race.
will have the drink, unlike Kim.
Yep. Very important to stay hydrated. As I say that, I start losing my voice, so I'm going to get a drink as well.
So Casey, what do you think the
Yeah.
strategy will be for the people starting on the
Um,
top in the top 10 and for the people below top 10?
I suppose one stop and two stop both are okay depending on your pace. So two stop, I think medium soft is possible, but only if you're going to be able to overtake. Because if you are stuck in traffic, that strategy is going to go into the bin. And one stop, I think, would be the one that most might prefer.
So yeah, I was leaning to one stopper. I mean, if you're in the top 10, I was leaning to one stoppers before yesterday's race because I don't know if people have seen the tier 1 race. I finished with one tire punctured. So I
Yep.
would suggest not to do a one stopper, at least not do it, at least not pit before lap 12 for the hard. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how the tier 2 drivers opt for, because as you say, it's a long race, and the high energies into the fast flowing corners will punish the tires a lot, and I think it'll be
Yeah.
interesting. We might see some punctures.
Talking of punishing the tires, the front left is the one that gets the most punishing over here. It overheats a lot and it gets the most tire wear. Like
Our
at
boys
least
are
5 to
reading up
10%
now.
more.
Yep, boys are getting ready.
Grading up for the formation lap.
I hope these guys can prepare their tires well, because run into turn 1 is very important. Hopefully no one spins it. I'm not going to jinx anyone here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I jinxed
We
someone.
have
But
already done this. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut for the next 1 minute until they come back to the grid.
Charles Leclerc leads people into turn 1 for the formation lap. And
Let's look at the choice of tires by Faizan, by Rambo. Looks like Faizan's on the hard tire. The rest have gone for mediums. Last three have gone for softs. That's interesting. They're going to be wanting to charge through the field. Captain Cheesecake starts P5. That's unfortunate for him.
So yeah, that promotes the championship leader into one more position up. So yeah, he will try to capitalize going into turn 1. So we will see how or who comes up first after the turn 1. But anyway, this is going to be an interesting race. I hope everyone is sticking to the screens because its race might be filled with carnage. It can be filled with overtakes. I mean, we hope so. It can be filled with overtakes, but yeah, we'll see how this pans out. Hopefully,
It's on
stay tuned.
the hards. If he can go deep into the race, he could really work that strategy out for himself.
Depends on his pace, I think, because
Yep.
if he just sits back between after the top
Oh
6
yeah.
people, so then he can make it work. Otherwise, yeah, he'll be just utilizing the tires and not have to get stuck behind people. As I think the leader rounds up the final corner, they have spaced out pretty well. I don't think anyone will be hampered by the people doing work. As we see the predicted pit stop strategy, it's a one stop from lap 11 to lap 13, but you need to do a lot of tire management for one stop to be viable here. So I think the top 5 might try to stretch a gap. I like push and try to get a gap and go for a one stop, but it'll be interesting to see.
It won't be as easy because all those top 10 are going to be fighting so hard, all on the same tires, and it's going to wear their tires out so quickly if they're not able to get away quickly.
Yep.
It's
We're
time
getting
for the
ready to start.
race. Got 3 lights, 5 lights, and away we go in around 5 seconds.
Lovely game.
Lovely game indeed. Lights out, away we go. Nice start from everyone. Looks like Mountain's losing bunch of positions. He's dropped down the field. There's a lot of contact between Abarpan and
Anirudh just taken the lead. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah, that was right around the outside of turn 1. AlphaTauri leads Charlotte Leclerc leading and Cheesecake has moved up to P4 from P5. Abhi has dropped down 1 place, and yeah, that was an insane start from Anirudh.
clean start except for Mountain, who's completely dropped like a stone down the grid. There's some contact between the McLaren boys. Then there's further contact, and Faizan goes spinning at the end of sector 1. It's a lot of front wing, and he's luckily ghosted.
Oh my god, that would have been an insane crash.
Harry Rocks making a move up into P12, overtaking Vinay. That's someone taking out. And that's a spinning Washington Nirma. That's a contact between the Renault and the Williams.
I think we'll have company now.
It has been pretty clean, but yeah, there has been 1 or 2 minor incidents which have sent drivers back up the grid. As we round the end of the first lap, Anirudh just has a 4/10 gap in front of Electrip, and the game has glitched again with the deltas that's showing 1 minute 13 seconds ahead. Wow.
I think it will be fixed in the lap or so. So
Red Bull
Mountain is trying to
damage, trying to make
yeah,
it charge back the field.
both the Racing Point switched the positions, team orders already. Maybe.
it might have been. It might have been because
Yes.
Red Devil has been the fastest guy among the two given the qualifying, so they might be trying to capitalize on the points.
Interesting.
Yep. Looks like Washington Nirma, Faizan and Thermo have damage, and they are pitting on to the medium tires. They're going for a 2-stop strategy here.
So the hard tires of Faizan have gone for waste. They just throw them away because that's not what Faizan would have had in his mind given the start of the race. I think someone was going side by side into to the middle sector at the back of the grid, and yeah, I think luckily he has gotten moved on.
Surprisingly clean, other than a couple of incidents. Oh, look, having said that, so Day's gone a little deep into the second last corner into the chicane, and Rambo takes full opportunity and goes into P9 before the end of the straight. Great overtake by him. Next man.
Cheesecake has slowly started to.
Oh, you might have
He's
jinxed
left
him
the
right there
session.
because he has left the session.
Oh my
That,
god.
that is not what I think he was looking for.
I've invited him. I hope he can quickly join back to the action
I
because
hope he
Abhi is
doesn't lose
about
any
to overtake
position.
him.
Resident keyboard
Yeah,
man Abarpan is on the back of Sonde now.
it's a battle of the keyboards,
Yep.
my friend.
Oh, and
So
Harry
is
rocks.
Harry Rocks. That's not good for Ferrari.
Absolutely not.
Cheesecake slowly dropping down the field now. Hope he gets back into the session as soon as possible. Vortex has had a decent start, not the one he would have wanted in its entirety, but a good one nonetheless. So on day almost losing the back end there. That kind of also shook Abarpan, which caused a little bit of mayhem between the two. And is losing it because he had overtake on. That's entire damage to Abarpan, and Mountain says thank you very much. It moves up into P11. That's unfortunate because it's very tricky to catch a slide when you're on the keyboard. It's just one of those things. And now he has to trot around for another lap with that broken wing. That's not good news. Also, the interval's gone for a toss, so we're just staring into the abyss right now. With no statistics. Harry Rocks not able to get ahead of a Burpan. But yes, having said that, he does take a very shallow line with those. They're still side by side.
Oh, and Rambo, I think, coming out of the corner, got a wheel spin and Somde overtook him.
That's great driving by Day. But Harry Rocks goes down the inside. There's a bit of tap from between the Mercedes and the Ferrari, and Harry Rocks moves up into P12. Just a second, gentlemen. I have to help out my fellow streamer. I will be back in just a moment. I should be back. And Abarpan goes into the pits with that broken front wing.
We have a battle here, Burpan versus Red Devil.
Not Abarpan, Altair and Red Devil.
Oh, I'm sorry, Altair, yeah.
Yep, that's fairly good. Vortex now has jumped up 7 positions. He's in P13. Harry Rocks as well. So also gained around more or less the same number of positions. Shallow Luck is really close. And the battle in the front is quite steamy. Shallow Luck is not the best of starts and unfortunately lost out in the first sector itself. Anirudh just trying to get away, but Shallow Luck keeping it true. Keeping it hot.
I'm really happy to see Electric in P3 right there because I think he has been very unfortunate. He's very unlucky in the past couple of races.
No, I don't think we should say that. It's only begun.
No, but still, he's keeping up with all jokes apart. He's keeping up with the top two right there. So
Ooh, and the top two have started to fight.
Getting on that curve, Shallow Luck, not good news. Gets bad exit and gets away a bit.
Came in really close behind Anirudh. I think the dirty act sort of dragged him.
So Upday and Mountain going side by side. Mountain has the inside, get right to push Mountain off. Mountain's got to make another move. Fantastic side by side action into turn 4 and Rambo gets
no gap
squeezed
there,
off. He just could not find any space there, and Rambo goes down the positions.
He's fighting with the ghost car of Cheesecake. Yeah, but he'll get the position for it. Yeah, that was very close racing until the banking corner came up right there. So there was no space going into this.
We've gotten off. We've got a Harry Rocks who spun out. He's already disconnected. Seems to be, and he's lost it. Man, this AI can't even drive for. Oh wait, no wait.
He's not disconnected. I think that was Ghost.
I think that is him. No, I believe that might be
him. All by himself, I suppose.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It seems like Captain Cheesecake has gone offline. His internet may have been dead.
Having said that, Captain's AI is almost about to make an overtake. Rambo has also left the session. Now, which bot will make the overtake?
It's the battle of the bots. Rambo bot versus Cheesecake bot.
Going into each other.
Side by side,
Into
identical
it.
lines right there. You don't
Into one.
you don't need racing etiquette right there. Just go right inside the guy.
Oh, I think
Hey,
Rebel is
Rocks.
slowly starting to catch Altair.
Yep. Racing Point looking fantastic so far. P5 and P7 for them. Altair struggling a little bit, not finding his comfortable rhythm because he was on the back of Red Devil, but now he's being chased down by his opponent's teamate.
It's
Having
like
said
Alter is
that,
stuck in.
never mind.
Alter is
Don't
stuck.
worry.
Alter is stuck in a what do you call Alpha Tori. Alter is stuck in a Racing Point sandwich right there.
Yes, he's in a pink sandwich.
I don't think you might want to hear that right now.
That sounds so
I
wrong.
regret saying nothing.
Oh, and I think he's lining up for an overtake on Altair. Going on to the DRS straight. Getting the slipstream that
outside
DRS
Ramos
enables.
back in the session, and Rebel gets the move done very cleanly. Altair trying for the switch back, maybe finding the inside, but no, that door's closed. Alrighty, Racing Point.
It will be a battle throughout. It will be a battle throughout the end of the race.
Very well might be. Will Rambo retake control of his car right now? Because his bot is doing not too shabby in my eyes.
Oh my god, this actually brings so much joy in my eyes. You can
Have
just see
two people closing in really quick to the bots, Vinay and Dawn, who also were fighting.
I think as we see, it's gonna start becoming cloudy soon. That might help with the tire temps, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the same conditions. So yeah, I think Charles Leclerc has lost track of Anirudh in the last couple of laps because he has gone down like around gap between them is around 3 seconds. What happened there? I think we missed out some mistake maybe from Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, maybe Charles pace is better off on a single lap than the entirety of the race. Maybe the consistency of the AlphaTauri coming into play and just slowly driving away from the pack. Having said that, Mountain's driving around the outside of Altair. This man's on a charge.
I think that's a lap car right there of Faizan, if I'm not wrong.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be Rambo. Oh wait,
Rambo's
that
in
is
session
no,
again.
no. That is the
Not
lap
Faizan.
car of
That is
Faizan. You
Faizan.
are correct.
So yeah, I think he should get out of the way pretty soon because he might be getting right there. Yeah,
That's
he's
not
racing
good
well.
racing etiquette from Faizan there. He's just not.
I mean,
Faizan
he's
does
racing.
not seem to be giving up.
But yeah, it's fine. I mean, if he is faster than the guys up front, he has all the right to overtake them. But yeah, that has to be done in a good place. And I think at the corner of my, I think I've seen Captain Cheesecake coming online on Steam. So yeah, that's good news for him.
Let
But
me
he has dropped.
quickly invite him.
think he has
Got
dropped to
some
P12.
sad news. Unfortunately,
Oh.
Overtakes has done his first pit stop and is gone to the soft tires. I believe that he's had some damage. Harry Rocks has just overtaken Thermo, and that might be another switch between the Red Bull drivers. Let's see it happen as it unfolds. Mountain has unfortunately not been able to stick that overtake on Altair, because Altair has taken advantage of DRS and gone back into P7. Now Rebel is just not out of danger
Luckily,
yet.
no wing damage there. Luckily, no wing damage there for him. But yeah, they're going
Bad
very
slide tap.
close. I mean, it's still full damage. I think slight taps might give you a what do you call green wing, not green,
Like
pale.
green, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, pardon me, it's lime green wing. So yeah.
Looks like the intervals have gone
I think-
again.
I think out of-
Altair goes a little
Oh.
deep, and Mountain's going to go around the outside. Altair luckily did not lose his front wing. Had he stuck it in there, if you get what I mean.
I think we have Rambo back
I think
and
that's
has
Faizan.
control
Oh,
of the car.
Faizan's just ruining the show. I mean, yes, he has space, but this is not the time to be showing it. It's coming in the way of the battle, and it really throws
I hope-
off the sense
I
of
just-
racing between the drivers. Anyways, what's happened has happened. Let's see.
I just hope he gets past them quickly or just goes back, like one of the two, because
P2
take right
has-
there consecutively in the battle is not right. As oh,
Said
was
that
expected if you go on the
Altair
curve. Hopefully he joins car properly because I don't think that's a racing line right there.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
He
Dons
had
made
to
the
reverse, I
overtake
think.
on Vinay, but luckily Altair still stays ahead of this pack and stays in P7. Shalalak has made his pit stop and has come out in P7 and he wants to get rid of Faizan as quick as possible. He's got blue flag, but he's not interested in moving away.
I think Faisal might get a penalty soon with all the blue flags he's getting because
Yeah,
this is
by
this
the
is
game,
ridiculous.
yes. This is ridiculous.
I mean, I know he's faster, but then the amount of blue flags he might be getting right now.
Rebel goes
Wanna give him a
quite
penalty.
wide. Mountains taking the opportunity, goes into P5. Will Shalulak dive down the inside? No, he doesn't. Thinks better fit Faizan in the meanwhile, taking a move on Rebel and is completely throwing Rebel off guard. He doesn't want to. He wants to move away so that in the case of
I
a
think-
non-ghosting, but now Rebel goes deep
That's
and loses
that's a
position.
prime example of being distracted by a ghost.
Yep. That I
Because
think.
that is because I think even though he's ghosted, your first instinct will be not to hit the guy up front. So
We've got a spinning
Oh.
Ferrari, got a Spilala.
I don't think the second Ferrari of Ferrari is getting. He's enjoying today's race at all because I think his third spin that we have been on board. So yeah, Abhi I think today will be the only guy carrying the flag for Ferrari.
Unfortunate there. Maybe it's just a track that he doesn't like, not suiting to his pad.
He's on a wheel, if I'm not wrong.
he?
But yeah,
My bad.
yeah, Harry's on a wheel.
But Vinay not giving up on Don. He's still on the back of him. That's great to see because yeah, I don't know why, but it's unusual to see. I didn't expect this from Vinay, so it's great that he can stick it to Don and just not let him go. Having said that, our race leader Anirudh pits. Let's see where he comes out on. Rambo in the meanwhile is right hot on the tail of Vinay. No, he doesn't make the move. Electrip and Anirudh pit. Let's see where he comes out.
We're miles ahead of Charlotte.
Yep,
I'm not
indeed.
wrong.
But will Electrip also? No, he will be behind. Just ahead of V17. There's a spinning
So,
washing powder Nirma at the end of sector, in the middle of sector 2.
Start sector. Oh, it's at the middle of. Oh yeah.
Rambo still on the back of Vinay. Harry Rocks is ghosted now. Oh, that's so sad. Rambo is
That's some
just
bumper cars
shoving.
like this.
Yep, just relentless on Vinay, not giving him a moment to breathe there. Yeah, Harry Rocks
Yeah.
in the meanwhile.
It's going to be annoying again.
Annoying
But
again,
really
yes. Oh, having said that, Rambo goes beautifully taking that corner, goes inside. But Vinay's taking it on the outside, which becomes the inside for the
this is
next
gonna-
corner. He's touching the curve, starts losing the exit,
Rambo
losing his
gets
back
the
end, but Rambo gets the better exit and keeps the position. Great battle there.
Yeah, I think everyone in the top 5 has pitted. I mean, I think the status quo right there. But yeah, people starting from Dawn need to pit again. I think
We'll have to pit for the first time. They did start on the medium tires. Rambo is back on the session and he is looking fiery as ever. Want to get that position back from Dawn. Said that Mountains pit, he's on a charge. Let's see if he can make a move on both Altair and Monk. Monk surprisingly, no, Monk hasn't pitted yet. He's on 13 lap old mediums. Looks like the Red Bulls are swapping positions. I do not know what's going on between them.
I think because Warwood is on a different strategy. It's on a different strategy with the softer tires. So I think he would like to create a gap and try to get the Williams and the Haas drivers up front. Try to get the points.
Indeed.
But yeah, it was really sad to see Warwood behind because I think he was one of the prime contenders for winning this race here. But
Yeah, but
I
if
think
you can't be consistent, there's no point of racing here because there's no place to overtake on this track. You need track position, and most of all, if you don't have consistency, you're a dead fish. You're going to be spinning on every high curve that you get a chance of.
Yep, definitely. It's one of the tracks which rewards you if you're going to. It's also high risk, high reward. Even that consistency is very important.
Absolutely.
Dawn and Rambo are at it.
Don makes a move.
Side by
No, I
side is a
think
bit of wheel
Oh, no,
banging.
that's a
I think
Ferrari.
Rambo overtook him before the straight, and then Dawn got him back.
They go side by side. No, I think Rambo just lifted off to let Don go because I think it's a better decision right there. I think that Ferrari of IRC is again distracting the guys.
I'm sorry, what did I just notice? Mountains overtaken Monk, Rebel, and Aburpan.
Oh, we might have missed it, but yeah, if that's the case, then insane move. He might have.
Blink and
He
you
might have
miss it,
gone.
ladies and gentlemen. That was crazy driving. Probably must have taken full advantage of Rebel who just came out of the pits, and all that kerfuffle must have swooped around the outside, but you never know.
Yeah, I think Mountain. I mean, every one of the top 5, I think, will go till the end. But yeah, Mountain might be in a prime position to go till the end as well, but depends on how far he's stuck behind the traffic.
Harry
He
Rocks,
has.
meanwhile, is still in the front of this train, and Rambo goes into the pits. Mountain and the two Renaults now in P6 and P7. One hasn't quit yet. Now Don will start to get pissed off with this back marker because he's not driving away nor is he conceding. Just like your prime example of blue flag conditions, Harry. Come on, get out of the way.
It's for once the Ferrari. If you consider Vettel in the Ferrari, he's right now beating someone instead of getting impeded by another blue flag.
Guys, do you think there will be team orders for between Dawn or
I don't
mind? I think Mountain Maker made a mistake going on the gravel a little bit.
Yeah, I think if they want to play it smart, they will switch it because Dawn, I don't think, is up for the top 5 here. But yeah, I mean, every man is for themselves in the end of the day, so you will see.
Knock number 2 going around the outside. Mountain is on the back foot there. There's a bit of collision. They're still side by side. Nobody giving an inch, and he slams him into the wall. Say, take that. You're not getting my position.
I think he got a yellow wing from that. So yeah, that might be a reportable offense as well because he ran him out of the road.
Yep. Electro now keeping it consistent. That's fantastic driving from him. Abhi 17 slowly making his way up the field. Now he's at B4. Let's see how much effort it takes to get in front of the Mercedes.
I think Don Fitz and the entire discussion about the team orders has been taken into the water right now.
Yep, that is his pit window of P16, P17, lap 16, lap 17. So yep, he's going to put on those hard tires, on the freshest hard tires, and try to make his way up the field again. A good stint from him. No doubt about that.
I think it's interesting to see Rambo went on a fresh set of softs. I don't know what's going on, what strategy he might be playing.
That could be a mistake, if I may say so myself.
Because softs might do only 9 laps on that, and might have to do another stint on mediums again. So
maybe
that might have costed him top 10.
Oh, he's deploying all of that overtake, which is 50%, and just shoots past that Mercedes and is up into P3. B17 has a fantastic race so far, as he does every single time.
That overtake will only happen in the video games because the current in 2020 that I don't think it will be rolled.
Oh, and having said that, Electric has been jinxed. He's lost the rack end.
How did he not have a wing damage there?
Oh, that is lady luck on his side. He's walked away with that unscathed. Just a bit of debris on his tires, and he will really be thanking.
He'll just go. I just buy a lottery ticket right now for this race if he needs it because that looked like he was sideways going into the exit. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Very lucky right now.
Aburpan and Mountain still on it. Aburpan not going to give way. He was a tier 1 driver, as in the initial lineup. So this man definitely has the pace. Let's see if he can fight to get into P6. Because now it's going to be the long game. No more pit stop schedule. Aburpan's tires are significantly older. I do not know if he's going to take it to the end. He may try to, but it is not looking too good for him.
think it's already 46%, so I think he'll be pitting soon.
Oh,
I
is that
think
so?
Altair is also about to line up for the move on Monk.
We missed something, or how
Oh,
did Altair?
and Monk has crashed into the
What happened?
wall.
What happened? I
No.
think we are not watching that right now, but yeah,
There's nothing
I
happened. We're
think
still on track.
he's on track. I think there's some.
Oh no no
It's
no!
okay.
It was some sort of glitch. Where he spun
Moving
and
on.
went into the wall. I don't know what this is. What this game
I
is
Oh,
think he might
Shadow
have
doing.
missed
Lux
something, but
now
how,
very close. Let's
he
have a
might have
look.
missed. Yeah, how did Altair drop down so much? Like, see, we might have missed something here.
Let's have a look at the timings, shall we? Shadow Lux and Anirudh just separated by a second. Can you tell me what's going on between them right now?
Yeah. In the last 4 laps, I think he's got. Yeah, Altair has been. Charlie Clerk has been gaining around couple of tenths in the last, let's say, 3-4 laps. But yeah, I think he's in a very sweet spot right now. But it'll matter only when he's like a second behind, which he's right now, and try to overtake him in the long stretches. But his ERS is very low, just to 9% right now.
My apologies. Um, yep.
Oh, and Altair I think has.
I think that's a
Yep, he's
spinning. Yeah,
completely lost
Yeah.
it in the final corner. That's a really odd place to lose it, but yeah, he's going to be diving into the pits for a new medium tire, maybe. Yep, they can go to the end and
and that's a
just
5 second.
to be the icing on the cake, he gets a 5 second time penalty for speeding.
How is that icing on the cake?
I mean,
Salt
that's
to
like
the wound,
piling
my
on the
bad.
misery.
There's
Harry
a-
Piling
Rocks
on the
is just
misery.
completely stopped on track. I don't know what's happening. He's DNF'd from the session. He's had
Think he
enough.
should, yeah, he's retired on track, which is not allowed. But
Which is not
yeah,
allowed,
I
but
think I don't blame him. But
Shalak
he's
is
not had the best.
really close. How is that close? How is that? Never
How?
mind.
Oh, no, there was some glitch.
He's fallen back out of the DRS zone again.
This battle between Monk and this battle between Aberpan and Mountain will go on for the end of the still. I think Aberpan might be coming in the pits very soon, maybe in the like next 2-3 laps. Put a fresh set of
Oh, and
mediums on.
Mountain gets a 3 second.
Yeah,
He
so
does.
yeah, we will see what Aberpan does, because I think after he pits he'll be in front of Captain's cake. He'll come back in P14 and we'll see how we
Look
can
at their lap
make this
times.
So it's been pretty close. I mean, they have Aberpan has gained 2 tenths and lost 3 tenths in a couple of laps. While I think generally Aberpan is around a tenth quicker, but yeah, that's because of DRS. I think. But yeah, it's been pretty much the same pace throughout the last 4 laps.
Oh,
By the way,
right.
Anirudh has 1 warning, but Charles Leclerc has 3. I think one was a track extension, and so 1 last warning, and I think he could be getting a 3 second. So he's got to keep it careful.
Yeah, it's
To
definitely it's
not
being a
lose
game.
that
It's not
P2.
battle on track. It's also battle of penalties.
He
yeah.
got the fastest in this session.
Yep,
won.
these guys are definitely equal.
That's a
Nothing
point
to
for him.
separate them.
I mean, unless you are a Red Bull driver, which I hope they don't steal the fastest lap point away. But yeah, we'll see
You
who
never
keeps the
know.
fastest.
Motto: if you're not in top 10, you steal that fastest lap. That's it.
That's a motto.
Yeah, I think Vortex will do that, because
But
look
when
at the gap.
spitting, he's done with those tires. He's serving up. 5 plays, great penalty. 5 second
5
stop
second
go.
stop.
That's
For some
interesting. And changing his front wing. Maybe he might have had an offing. And having
I
said
think
that,
he got pushed onto the wall, right? I saw that.
he may have missed
Yeah.
it.
forgot.
Anyways, Monks on 21 old soft medium tires. Let's have a look at the stops, shall we?
Wait, how is it still 52%? He has been nursing those tires pretty well. That
Ridiculous tire management from this man.
21 laps on mediums and
That is
52%.
absolutely amazing.
Got an offing by Mountain. That's
Oh, we
not
jinxed him.
good.
That is
Yeah,
so bad for him.
I think that promotes the racing point into.
And
racing
he
point
has lost that left end plate, which is even worse.
Yeah, so they will capitalize on.
Oh,
Monte being
Electric
slow,
has
right?
spun. He's made a mistake.
Oh no!
Fortunately, he keeps it going, and Red Devil is now just a second away from him.
Did
Man,
Electric get
he's
any damage though? That's the important thing.
I don't think so. No, he does
How
not
is
have
this
damage.
man this so lucky? I'm sorry, but he has not got damage after spinning as well.
Could
Like
be
man,
driving Lewis's car, I guess.
probably. But yeah. But yeah, it's unfortunate that he spun, but yeah, I'm very happy that he didn't lose his front wing because he can catch back up to a thing.
One more mistake, and he's going to pay for that.
The racing points look very racy right now because I think they were moving up the field after anticipating quality.
so the result of Mountain's collision or his loss of front wing, he had to make that extra pit stop which was not in the strategy, and because of that, he's come out behind Abarpan with a car in between. That is not boding well for the Renault driver.
Yeah, both the Renaults are outside the points right now. And yeah, that's not I think what the tier 1 boys in Renaults would have told them or expected out of them right now. So yeah, I think they have to dig dig deep and get in the top 10. Yeah, I think the battle up top has been really like consistent because it's been like 4/10 gap between the top two throughout
Yep,
the entire race.
they're just at each other tail.
Yeah, pretty much doing equal times right there on the last 4 laps.
Abhi in
One
the
lap.
meanwhile is cruising. He's happy with his P3.
He's like couple of tenths slower per lap, but yeah, he's cruising as you said.
Red Devil, however, does he have the pace to get ahead of Electric?
Oh, and Shalak gets a 3 second.
Ah,
And
damn.
yeah, that I think cements
Oh.
P1 for Anirudh. But yeah, we need to
Yep.
see what Abhi does right now. Can he get in the can he get within 3 seconds of Shalakla because that might promote him to P2. And another beautiful podium for him.
This is an opportunity for Abhi right now.
What's the pace difference between Mountain and Abarpan? Because of the extra pit stop and the 5 second stop go and the front wing change for both of them, Mountains come out 7.5 seconds behind the Mercedes driver. Ha!
I think if you add everything out, it will be Mountain slower because as you see, Mountain was ahead of Roberto, but he came behind after the pit. So yeah, I mean that number doesn't go well.
Don and Rambo are still fighting. Rambo's just done a purple middle sector. Let's see if he can get the fastest lap. We're 25 laps into this Dutch Grand Prix. It's been a fantastic show so far.
Interesting
Now,
to see Rambo has 100 ERS. He has
now
not reached
he's
a no.
nursed it quite well. Don goes defensive, but this man is unleashing it. But not enough because Don's gone deep. Monk's coming out of the pits. There's a bit of collision. And Rambo concedes. But he's got his overtake stuck open. That's not good news for him. He's literally pushing Don through the corner. And now he settles down. And now Monk, who is also on the soft tires, who will be joining this party very soon. Don on the 7 lap old hard tires is still keeping Rambo behind him. This shows you how difficult it is to overtake on this track.
We have
Oh
a yellow flag.
no, we've got Rebels completely losing it on the last chicane.
Safety car.
And we've got a safety car. This is what, 1 racing point out of the
This spices
race.
everything out.
Damn, that's unfortunate. The racing points were doing so well, and to have this happen to them at this stage of the race. And we got Don, who's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. God damn.
Very unfortunate.
Classic mistake. And
So yeah,
Dennis
who will be pitting?
on into the
did he
pits
get a
and
damage going into the
damage.
pits? He
Just
got damage
free
going into the
damage
pits.
for you, because why not?
Both the leaders
Yeah,
both
going
are
into
pitted.
the pits.
I think this might have felt Abarpan a lot. Actually, no, he was on fresh tires. Everyone else was on new tires. Oh, I think the Williams have double stacked. Yeah, I think Washington is getting held, even though it was a lap down. I think.
Rambo
That,
now.
um,
Just he felt
that's
bad that Don got a drive through. So you know what? He wanted to make it equal footing again. So he just went ahead and got a drive through as well. Fantastic.
I think
Great
I
sportsmanship.
think I think they should have put it.
He's
They
got
should have
another one. What's going on?
what I don't know what's going. I think that might be a repeat
Hello,
image. A
Earth to
repeat image.
Rambo.
Oh Jesus, this is not quite good for the McLaren driver.
Do you want one more just to make it a trio? Entire minute of penalties? Go on, you
I
can do
think he
it.
might. I think he might get disqualified next if it happens.
Very, very likely.
But yeah, who do you think
How
really
do you even
really
serve two
benefited?
drive-throughs? Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that he might. I mean, he's going to lose like 40 seconds. That's
All
like
the
that
top
that might be.
3 guys are on
Oh, there's a
softs.
collision there, and the safety car. That would be between Thermo and Washington Nirma.
No message popped up, so I don't
Maybe
think.
it would have been a very, very narrow miss.
Yeah,
Was
Thermo
that a
is a lap car right there.
was that a mistake from Electrip not to go on softs?
Uh,
We will see because at the end of the stint, I think he might have the better pace. But yeah, I think softs can do the entire race from now on.
Yeah, I mean, if
yes.
safety car comes in 29th lap or 28th, they'll 7 to 8 laps are easily possible on the softs, I think, at the end,
Yeah,
so no fuel load as well.
but we can't say because it depends on how much degradation the cars up front have. But yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
I
Yep.
think softs would have been a better choice. I agree with you.
I cannot completely agree with you, gentlemen, because even though the softs are better for the first few laps, the medium tires are actually quite durable and quite good. I mean, the thing about the mediums is that they hold their pace for the entire stint. So yes, for the first 3 laps, they may not be as good, but they will, if you have the pace and it has enough grip to keep you in the zone. I've in my practice at least I've seen that in this entire stint of 12 laps, at the end of it, the softs and mediums more or less end up on the finish on the end on the same time.
It's a fair point. Yeah, right there. But yeah, you will see at the end of the race because I think he might have a second a lap.
Oh, takes it a
Um,
5 second. Good
yeah,
job.
to continue my point, yeah, I think he might be second lap faster at the final stint, final
Mhm.
end of the race. But yeah, we will see. Depends on the overtaking condition, overtaking prowess as well because it's very tough track to overtake.
Absolutely, that's the main point to take away there. Just that much harder to overtake with the medium tires.
Yeah, I think everyone got their batteries completely charged up right now, and everyone will have equal, you can say equal ERS levels. So yeah, this will be directly be a straight dogfight for the last 8 laps.
Madhav weaving a lot on the softs may not be a good idea.
I think safety car
What's
Since
might
the
go one
safety
more
car is
lap.
not coming in this lap.
Yeah,
what's the
because I
wear on
think
his
the last
tires?
race,
Yep.
Madhav is 1%, 2% on the rears. I don't think he will. I don't think it might matter enough. Given, I think Abhi has used up his tires a lot. If I am not wrong, I think I saw 5%. Oh,
Oh,
what just
there's
happened?
a opposite way facing
Is that
McLaren of
Faisal?
That is
yeah,
Jambo?
it
Faizan.
is. It is.
What just happened there? Like, oh my
Style
god, I think we
points for
missed it.
Faizan there.
I saw some smoke,
I think
and then it was Faizan spinning, facing the opposite direction.
it's exactly what happened. I think in the restart in the this thing, the
The
Tuscan
real life
GP.
GB, yep.
Like he just simply gone by. I think he went to the back of someone. I think, yeah, he got a 5 seconds for that. He got a 5 second collision, but I didn't catch who it was with. But yeah,
I mean, that was a little funny. Sorry, but Faizan, what are you doing?
What are you doing, man? Wake up!
do we have Gapachi's kick disconnected again?
Yes, no,
Because
he
his
Yeah,
car
stayed
is
yep.
disconnected throughout the entirety of his race.
Oh yeah, he
that's
has
really
not been able to
that's
join
tough
at
luck.
all.
That's tough luck for him because
Yeah,
he was the fastest.
he could have been fighting at the top.
Oh, Electric has a
Faizan,
What is
yellow
Faizan
left
doing?
wing.
He's just gone and rammed into the back of Dawn.
what are you doing?
Fortunately, Don doesn't have any penalties from that. So,
Ah,
yeah.
damn. Anyway,
But
safety
yeah,
car is in this
It's in
lap.
this lap.
I just want to
Nice.
point out that Electric has a yellow left wing. I don't know where he got that.
Has?
Oh, does
but
he?
Yep,
Oh.
he has a yellow left wing, so
Oh
this
no!
might be interesting. I mean, it might
Well,
equalize the
yeah.
pace,
The end plate is gone, and Rambo has left the session.
and there is a little bit of a tap from Alter. Yeah, I think
Oh,
enough
Rambo
from
is
that.
going to be so unlucky here.
Who is slowing the pack down at the back? I think that's the back marker.
Oh, Sherlock looking very angsty to get started. He
Oh,
is literally side by side. Anirudh is going the way of. Oh wait!
Oh, we have Ferrari. Jesus Christ,
I
we have
do not know
Ferrari on
what's
the back
going
marker.
on. We've slowing down again. No, we're not. Electrip's going side by side. Abhi 17th is still in P3. Red Devil gets those subties activated as soon as possible and gets moves up into
That's a cheeky move from
P4.
Red Devil.
Yep.
Very cheeky move from Red Devil right there. Taking advantage of the lap cars ahead as a distraction and just goes for the impact.
Can't do much about
Hey,
that.
the Red Devil is looking very, very racy right now. I think he's gunning for the P3 position.
Abarpan and Mountain are back at it, and the Mountains come out in front of Abarpan. What's going on?
Definitely,
Vortex
I think
is the left car, and he's seriously impeding Electrip's vision right now. It's not going to bode well for him. He might be reported. But having said that, I don't know. It's clean so far.
yeah, I think I am. The intervals are not up yet, I think, but yeah, I think.
He makes a little bit of mistake. Red Devil is. He was almost on his gearbox.
Yep. Everyone will use their overtake. The DRS will come out on lap 33.
The
But
top two have just gotten away. They're already 4 seconds ahead of Abhi right now.
Abhi, yeah. This is not what Electric would have wanted.
Alta has
Definitely.
retired from the session. That's unfortunate for him. And Mountain spun and he's retired as well. Damnations.
Is there a safety car? Will that?
We've got a full course
Yes,
yellow,
that
which is
will
now
be a
a
safety
safety
The
car.
second safety car.
Will anyone
this
pit?
race just
No,
got
they should not.
This race just got hyped up. We had no safety cars for the first 26 laps, and then, yep, just goes to in 2 in 5 laps.
All happening at the end of the race.
Yep,
Hmm.
this is. I was expecting this at the start, but yeah, the drivers have kept it very clean. But now it's unfortunate for Mountain that he had lost a wheel right there. But yeah, it was a very good charge from him, moving back and then trying to carve through the field, and unfortunately he crashed.
So, War Vortex is still a back marker. He's still ahead of Electric.
Top 3 has not pitted.
And Washington never gets it right through. Come on, boys. We've got one thing to do under a safety car condition. That is look at the delta. Don't be silly. Thermo pits for softs. He's
don't
still
think
ahead of
I don't-
Faizan.
Another one, or is this just another? What is going on?
Hey, it's a 2-for-1 offer here, just like with Rambo. You get one drive through free for every drive through penalty you get.
Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. But yeah, I don't think Washington Porter might, because he's like a minute, he's like a lap down. So yeah, Overtex will be gaining one position, definitely. Yeah.
Okay then. So we've got. Looking at this lap, the safety car will come in at lap 33. The issue right now, which I'm sure will definitely come into play at the end of this safety car, you will most definitely see Rambo. If he does not pit at the safety car restart, will probably get disqualified. And I feel that very well might be the case for Washington Porter number 2. Because this is a known glitch in F1 2020 that if you've got multiple safety cars and you are unable to and you have a drive-through penalty in the first safety car, then the lap get intermittently counted and you may not get the appropriate warning to or the laps to actually serve it, and immediately on restart you get disqualified.
Yep, I hope that does not happen. The game somehow leaves it. Yeah, I think what
Rambo
just happened?
is
I really saw Chris
pitting,
cross.
but I believe that could be strategic. Yep, because you cannot serve
Yeah,
a drive-through penalty during the safety car.
I think there's the disqualification coming out soon.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately. Yeah, but that's why I think whenever you get a drive, you have to take it to the first lap because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
I think this second safety car is going to really hamper Charles Leclerc, since everybody is going to be so bunched up even until the race end, that 3 second is going to just drop him out of that podium position.
True. It's
Yep.
gonna really bite him up.
Yep.
But what's the
But
situation on the penalties on the rest of them?
Let's see.
Abhi has 3 seconds. Charles Leclerc has 3 seconds, I think. Anirudh, I think, is clean for now.
Oh, Anirudh has 5 second time penalty.
I think
It,
he hit
it
someone
was
safe
during the
time.
pit stop, I suppose. I'm not sure.
I think he sped in pit lane. I don't know. I think we didn't catch that.
Yeah.
But might have been that.
Very
I don't see any
spicy
penalties for Red Devil.
indeed.
I don't see
Abhi-
any penalties for Red Devil. honestly.
Yeah, Abhi has 3 second. Yeah, and 5 second for
What about-
Electrip as well, and for Abarpan.
Thank you for
Abarpan has-
Intel Analyst, Mr. Propi. I think Anirudh got. He's saying Anirudh got penalty under safety car. I think he got hit by someone or hit someone.
Ah,
yeah.
so he can probably get that removed.
Yeah,
Dawn, did he serve his drive-through?
Dawn, no, I'm not sure. I
Was
think
he-
he might be one of
Oh,
the
that's a
contenders
front
again.
wing gone for Charles Leclerc. No, that's not Charles Leclerc. That's Washington
His
Nirma.
teammate, yep.
That's Abhi's front wing gone.
And this guy gets a penalty.
no!
No, that's a back mark. Oh no, that's not gonna go well. Oh, he's trying to. He's got a better start, but he's trying to not pass him before the line. But hey, he's lagging back.
Almost retired from the session.
Come on, I
And
think
Don
he's won.
immediately gets
He gets
disqualified.
disqualified.
I did call it. Oh, that was
Luckily,
Don,
Rambo does
Rambo.
not get. Is Rambo serving it?
I don't think Rambo got it right. So I think it was Don all along.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Rambo did get twice. I think. Or maybe we are.
Oh, that could have been
having
Don.
a
Yeah.
brain fart.
Anyways.
I'm having a brain fart right now, but yeah, I think whatever. But very unfortunate for Don to get disqualified right there. But yeah, that's a known glitch.
Oh,
and
it's going
Abarpan-
to the inside and he's
No, that's
lost.
a-
Yeah.
That was looking good for the Mercedes,
Captain
and
Cheesecake on a charge. The Captain Cheesecake bot.
that's
Cake
his
bot.
bot. But yeah, I don't think if he joins right now, he will get the points because he has not done the complete 90% that he has to do. Given all the finishers, I think Red Bull might actually finish in the points. Vortex might actually get sneak through with 1 point. If he finds
The leaders
space
are
for-
already 2.8 seconds ahead of Abhi, so that penalty for Charles Leclerc might just get cancelled out.
Yep, I think definitely they'll be. But Anirudh has a 5 seconds, so unless he gets it removed, I think Charles Leclerc will actually jump him in penalties.
Yeah,
Oh,
still
yeah.
2 laps to go, and looking at the pace that they have right now, it's still very likely.
It's very likely that Anirudh might actually gap Abhi so that his 5 seconds get removed, regardless of removal of 5 seconds he had. But yeah, I think Vortex needs to get a more, but he's 57 seconds. Sorry, ignore what I said. Right? He's too far
How
behind
will
to
you
get to
even? Oh, right, because he's lapped.
his lap. So yeah, I think that's where.
Very
he'll
sad
finish.
that the game
Barring
does not
any-
let you on. Oh, Rambo losing the back end. Lot of force.
Oh,
dear,
that's
and
another
he's-
safety car. If I am
He's
not wrong.
completely lost it.
That
Will
will
that
be
be
our
on the
last
safety
safety
car?
car, but I don't think.
I don't think so. It's on the
going to be
final
last
lap
lap.
penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a
Fine.
very dangerous position.
Our leader starting his final lap, coming out of that last corner.
Vortex moves up one more position. Come on, one
Charles
more.
gets the fastest lap 11.5. He's hot on the tail. Let's see. We got one more opportunity. Would have liked to have done that overtake into this lap, but not completely over yet. Still got
Electrip
one.
is also hounding over Abhi right now. I don't know if he will have enough anything left to go in, but yeah. Very, very unfortunate to see. Red Devil just has lost pace. I don't know what happened there. It's lost ball right now.
Yeah, he couldn't get a better start during the safety car, and
It's
yeah.
gonna go around the outside. Oh, it's going.
Oh, so close. Yeah, people getting wing damage from left, right, and center. That has hampered them in the final.
Oh,
Thing of the
Eclipse
world.
is lost it again.
No, that is
No, Electric.
no Electric
What
last
have you
lap.
done?
Luck is literally going to be mounting the onto the diffuser of Anirudh, but it's not going to be enough because this is the last corner. They're both out of overtake. He's got the DRS, but Anirudh crosses the line to finish the race. You got an unserved time penalty which may be removed, but so does Shalalek. Interesting
Both
plot
had a
twist.
I think he might have hit Anirudh in the safety car. I think that's what happened. I think that's why. But yeah,
Question
very
is,
good.
Vinay is almost about to overtake Electric. Oh, and he gets him before the line. Electric does not have a front wing.
Right,
This
front
is
Fortunately, he'll still be in points, but yeah, that's very disappointing for me.
This is how you go
That
from
is-
hero to zero in the span of one lap.
I'm sure he'll be gutted right now.
Electric,
Very
I'd
gutted
like
right
to say it was really unfortunate and it was SD who jinxed you.
now.
So
Oh, come on. I'm really sorry, but come on.
this is what Black Sheep did last week as well.
Electric is one of the most jinxed people.
And the
I'm
last
really
guy to
sorry.
cross the line is washing water in mind. That wraps up our tier 2 race, the Dutch GP. What a race!
Yeah, definitely. I think we had many glimpses of team battles right there because I think we saw 2 racing points, 2 Mercedes in the top 5. But yeah, I think everyone lost the ball somehow in some fashion.
Monk,
But yeah,
yeah. Monk gets the driver of the day. I think he gained about 7 to 8 position and no penalties from him. So that's quite clean.
that's a great. That's a final race order. So
I
Rafael can
guess,
just
but Captain Cheesecake may not. I think make up, may get disqualified
But yeah, I think
since he did not
that's
complete
your end of
the.
the Dutch GP, and yeah, Anirudh takes the win from Charles Leclerc. That's a complete switch from second to first, and we will get the podium finishers right in the VC for some interviews, and yeah, let's get them.
Very, very interesting, guys. Who is your pick for the driver of the day? Do let us know in the comments down below. We will try to bring him in as well.
I think we have the podium finishers with us. Hello, boys. How are you guys? How's the race for you guys? Anirudh, so let's start with you. Let's start with Anirudh. Anirudh, a very close racing with Madhav. So the entire race, how do you think you got the better of him, or what do you think did something different compared to Madhav that he gave you the edge over Shalila?
I don't think it's different as compared to the reasons behind. I did what he did. I think that's the strategy. He pitted one lap early, but none of that made a difference because of the safety car. Personally, this is not a very comfortable track for me because there is a lot of tendency to lose the car at any point, and that pressure from behind was quite risky. I'm just glad it got over. That's it.
Very good racing from you right there. But yeah, you two literally set the track on fire with those very close racing. And yeah, your move into turn 1 basically cemented the win for you from lap 1 only. But yeah, very good race.
Yeah, thanks.
So let's move forward to the second place guy, Mr. Madhav. How was your race? How do you think? What would you have done separately, or what would you have done different in the race that would have given maybe let you overtake? Because I think both of you got 5-second penalty on the safety car. Which can you explain what happened right there?
Yeah, so I was alongside uh,
I think we might have some interference right there. Madhav, right there?
We'll get him. I think we'll get back to him again if he sorts out his issue.
Yeah, so let's move on to Abhi. Abhi, you had a very topsy-turvy race, I think, this weekend, but in the end, another podium. I think you keep the championship lead. If I'm not sure. I did not get the counting right, but yeah, I think Madhav might have just tipped you, but yeah, good points for Ferrari. Sadly, your teammate didn't have a race similar to yours, but yeah, I think you will be happy with the podium.
Yeah, very happy actually. Podium finish, qualified P7 if I'm not wrong, and got P3 in the end, and also it looks very close in the driving standings also. So yeah, about like 2 or 3 points separate us, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah. I had
Yep,
wing
that
damage also. I had wing damage in the last 2-3 laps, so I was just happy with P3. I knew I couldn't fight the guys ahead, so yeah, I'll take it. Gladly take it.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure you might have asked the race engineers up front that if they had penalties. I think you might have seen that these guys had penalties with them. So did you think any point of the race that you might get the win in penalties?
That the thought crossed our mind. I'm not gonna lie. We knew Shalak had a lot of penalties. He had like eight seconds or something. But then we
Yeah,
also
wait.
knew that P, the guy behind us, was catching up on us, so we didn't want to lose that place. Also, we had wing damage, so we were just happy with P3, secured P3, and not push to the limits also. So yeah, P3 was our target after like the last safety car. So yeah, P3 was the target initially because we had major wing damage, and the guys behind were catching up too. So yeah, did well defending it. So peace.
Top job, my top job. Madhav, are you back? Do we have you back with us?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Audible. So yeah,
Okay.
just can you elaborate what happened in the safety car? Because I think both of you, Anirudh and yourself, got 5 seconds like the time penalty due to I think contact under the safety car. So anything in
Mm,
particular?
yeah. On the first safety car on the restart, I was driving very slowly up till the safety car line, so I decided to pull up alongside him to get a better restart. So both my front right and his rear left came like close together. It was basically just a tap, and for that it gave me a severe collision warning.
Wait, what? I have a
Oh,
There
penalty?
was no significant contact between me
yes,
and
Anirudh,
him.
you had a 5 seconds penalty
Uh,
given the race finish, if I'm not wrong, or if you didn't, I
uh,
don't know. We have to check it back, but yeah, I think you guys had a penalty in the safety car. I'm not sure. I think Madhav got it, but I'm not sure about you. But yeah,
Yeah, even he did. I checked race director. He did get it.
okay, he did get it. So yeah, so I mean, if you guys
And
see anything,
on the second restart, he's accelerated and then he slowed down again. So I got confused and I slowed down just to be careful.
the restarts were pretty okay. I don't think anything wrong with those. But yeah, I think behind you it was carnage in the safety car
Yeah,
because they were literally. I think you guys might have. I don't know if you guys had the issues, but lap traffic were literally. I think one of the most annoying things in the race because these guys were not
not allowed to
leaving.
unlap themselves.
Yeah, they were not leaving. They were not they were not dropping back. Neither they were fast enough to completely be overtake you and be ahead like 3 seconds. But yeah, I think many people got impeded by them. I mean, I know it's not literally impeded, but yeah, I think you guys didn't have those issues. But people behind like Api, Electrip, and those guys had some lap traffic issues, which I think on this track is really distracting. But
Yeah.
yeah, in all, good race, very
Also
good
on the
race.
start, uh,
Yep.
he got a better entry into turn one than me, but he pushed me wide, and I wanted to fight it, but I was scared I would get damaged. That's why I left a lot of room.
Okay. But yeah, I think we have the standings up, and I think Sharak, you're leading by 3 points going into round six.
Uh,
But yeah, it's really close, and Williams catch up to Ferrari a lot. I think 10 points gap has been reduced to only six. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see from next race. Hopefully, you guys will be around again to give us the battles and the thrill that we got from this race. And yeah, we will
yeah.
catch you back. The commentators, you
Congrats
guys
to
have any
Anirudh.
questions?
yeah,
Yep.
thanks.
Casey, couple, any questions to our podium finishes?
I'd like to congratulate Anirudh. Really good race, and Madhav, you absolutely kept him on his toes entire race. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yep. A couple, anything from you?
No, that's about it, boys. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is your updated standings, and yeah, thank you for watching. See you next week.